Guys, what's going on? We're back, baby. Home arcade is thriving, and we are here live and in the building, guys. Tuesday night chillin' chat with your boy Danny from the CornerCade. Let's fucking go, guys. We got a big show as always. A lot of stuff to talk about. I got a new setup. I don't know, you can't tell, but I got a new desk. But you might be able to see more of me, maybe more of the mic here. You can kind of see something a little bit different. I got to get adjusted now. I work off a 24-inch monitor and I'm like 4 inches back. So I feel like I need a bigger monitor because I feel like I'm leaning in to read the chat here because I'm old. I'm old, guys. Let's go, baby. We're back. We got big news all around. Wow. Arcade1up, a cease and desist. Can you believe we're talking litigation on the show? I mean, it's insanity. James, where are you? We need James. We need James hates everything for this stuff because I only care about the form factors in the games, guys, and how we're going to get those games into your home arcade and mine as well. And this might be a little kink and all of that. So we will discuss it as well as AtGames. What are we going to get this month from Zen, guys? I want to hear your feedback, thoughts, and reactions on that because I have no idea. I honestly don't. I wish I did because that calendar that they released, guys, it's all blown up and thrown in the trash. It could be a who's who of anything. And guys, and could this be my last Arcade1up mod ever? Wow. I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't even picture a home arcade without an Arcade1up product, right? But we might be headed in that direction, or we might not be headed in that direction with what we call cease and desist, right? Well, guys, if you're rolling into the chat here, give this video a like. We got 13 people in the building already, guys. I'm going to go through and say hi to each and every one of you before we get started. I hope I can entertain you guys for at least an hour tonight. I had a killer migraine that I'm overcoming here, and man, I'm feeling a little bit better because I was out for the count like 2 hours ago. It was brutal, guys. And for those of you that voted in the community poll whether I should do a show or not, come on, guys. You really think I was going to miss a week? Get out of here. Stop it. But I'm glad you guys voted and participated in that because there's not much to talk about that truly interests me. I just want to know the new games and that XL form factor, guys. Lay it on me. Let's go. All right. Speaking of which, Carlo is in the building. Let's go, baby. Lots of news all around. Absolutely love it. Dan Z, I want to thank you for just stopping by and saying hi. And I'll let you get some sleep so you can catch a flight. You got to get up early. Let's go, baby. You can catch me on the replay on your flight, right? Thumper Squid, thank you so much, man, for being here. One of my great moderators. B Kirby's in the house saying, Danny, you got to stay consistent. You can't miss a week. So, B Kirby, I'm here for you and everybody else, brother. Let's go. Jason, I appreciate you stopping by. We didn't even know we were going to do a show. I'm probably surprising you as I always do, but thank you for being here. One of my moderators as well. Provolone Joe, let's go, baby. Thoughts on John Cena heel turn? You know, guys, this is the show right here. I'm actually going to turn heel. You know, in honor of John Cena's heel turn, I'm going to side with the Rexers of the community. Should I do it? Is this the heel turn, guys? No, it's not the heel turn. I don't care about any of that stuff. Come on now, let's get hyped and let's get real, baby. Thoughts on John Cena's heel turn? I think it was weak. Like, who cares? He's got 10 months left. Who cares if he turns heel, right? Like, I don't feel like it's awkward. It didn't do anything for me. I'm not huge into the wrestling scene. I get he's been around for 22, 25 years, right? Has been a baby face this whole time, but the heel turn, it's like, who cares? Like, I don't know. It didn't do anything for me, and a lot of people love it. So, Provolone Joe, what are your thoughts? Like, I don't know. I don't have any really. Julio Hernandez, another moderator of mine. Thank you for being here, man. Good evening, retro peeps. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. Now, I got everything wired under my desk, but the Ethernet cable is like just tagging at my leg here. I got to figure out a new place but I like the desk. The desk gets bigger. I got plenty of room. Now you can get like a little New Wave Toys arcade for here. So that's pretty cool. The desk can hold more. It's a lot more sturdy. So I appreciate this is a whole new setup. It can raise and lower. I don't have that plugged in right now because I need slots for all the equipment. Believe it or not, there's a lot of equipment that we do and we got going on here. Chris C, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Appreciate you being here as always. Let's go. Guys, that's it. That's everybody. We got 16 people here. Where do we start? I got a poll in the chat, guys. If you guys want to check it out yourself, do you think there's an actual Arcade1up cease and desist for Iconic Arcade? Right now, 47% says yes, 53% say no. We'll get to that later in the show. We like to tease. We like to let people come in a little bit that don't have their notifications. I'm just scrolling through YouTube and say, oh, look at CornerCade's on live. Let's click on that real quick, right? And we'll let the poll fester a little bit and see if we can get some responses and some more votes in there. Okay. So here's a little thoughts on John Cena turning heel. My thoughts: it's building to Rock versus Cena 3. Let's go. Yeah, maybe back in the day, right? Alex Wright versus Disco Inferno dance battle. Oh man, that was Alex Wright, dude. That's like old WCW, man. Holy cow. All right, so where do we start here? Let's talk about my last Arcade1up I'm on, right? Let's see. We got some pictures sent in from my boy Joe Sabos, and this is gonna lead to other things, guys. So if you go over here, oh my neck. This is whoa. Let's do a little bit of this. Well, I kind of like this. Let's do this right now. For right now, peeps. Okay. So what are we looking at? Here, guys? Well, this is the Golden Axe from Sega. This is the bezel. Joe sent this over. He's like, Danny, I got it finished. So I'm like, awesome, dude. So this is step one here. I got a whole package. So much like you guys saw with the Killer Instinct mod that we did. And speaking of which, guys, the Killer Instinct was sold recently. And I don't know, real quick, I didn't touch on this, but if you notice behind me, guys, starting to get a little thin. We had 20 machines. We're down to 14. We got 2 behind me chilling there. Look at that, guys. We got the Pac-Man and we got the Galaga. We got 2 chilling, and we're gearing up, guys, for XXL. So I had them up for sale. I sold Killer Instinct off for $600. I feel like that was a fair deal on all. Actually, one of the subscribers bought it from me. He knew me, supported us, so that was cool. If he's in the chat, we'll give him a hi. He says he likes to watch, but he doesn't like to talk in the chat. A little shy, and that's okay. But he bought my Killer Instinct. He said, once I saw that for sale, I had to have it. And $600 is gone. I also sold the Atari Centipede to my boy Pete, the quarter deck arcade. You see, it's not behind me anymore. So yeah, that's gone too. He had me sign it. So if you guys check out his live build on his channel, one of my moderators could put that in there. Put the link to his to that video in. I thought that was pretty funny and pretty cool. But he was super happy. I didn't want to let these things go, but rumors of XXL Centipede, I mean, that would be 10 times better, right? We all know the form factor would be better, the screen would be better. A lot of things would be improved on that. So fingers crossed. Let's see if we can go down the road again. I didn't need to sell these things, because the cash just sits there, right? But if you got somebody that's willing to buy it, Atari Centipede has been up there for a while, before all the bullshit and the drama of, my wife, and I trying to pay the rent here. Those cabs were up for sale a long time ago. So they just now sold. So some months. So it's like, you got to take advantage of it. So now we're just waiting. We're just waiting now for some XXLs to come out and some good stuff to hit the floor here. Galaga Guy is in the building. He's saying, how many arcades did you sell, Danny? Dang, it sold 6 so far. So I had a good majority of what's in the middle there. So it's it's thinning out. I hope to, I search Marketplace every day, guys. I search Marketplace every day for Pac-Man XL and KI Pro. Believe it or not, KI Pro we're looking at. So I really want to bring it to the Cornercade. I think it's going to go great with what we got building and going on. But that Street Fighter behind me, that's going to be the Golden Axe, guys, that we're talking about here. So we're going to be reskinning that. Now, if all goes well, I got the encoder board, I got the brains, I got the PCB from Arcade1up. G.I. Joel, a lot of, I don't want to say controversy, but a lot of conversation around G.I. Joel's inline risers, right? Well, our boy is making this guy right here a control panel. And if all goes well, I will not only pimp out his product and recommend that you guys purchase it as well, because he will maybe possibly be making control panels going forward. So this could be really exciting. I'm like the test subject. I feel like that when I was with the inline risers, right? It's the same kind of thing. So test subject, we'll see what we do. We'll see how this goes. But he's going to be making a control panel for the Golden Axe. It's a little bit different. You need 3 joysticks because the way the encoder board is, you need the player 1 to like cycle through the games. And then you got to have like 3 start buttons. It's really stupid. But all in all, I think this is going to look absolutely phenomenal. Now, all said and done, when this is complete, guys, this will be our last, very, very last mod. So for Arcade1up. Now, going forward, if this works out, I will be very, very excited if John D, because John D hinted about doing a 2-player Golden Axe Dynamo. And I know if and when he sees our video on this, it's going to give him a little inspiration to go ahead and make an XXL. So if he doesn't do that, right, let's say that doesn't come to fruition, or if it takes years to come out, I will be doing this as well to the XXL. So no matter what comes out, let's just say it's the Alpha 2, the World Warrior, just for right now, because there are other cabs coming out. You got that nice white trim. I might do it for that. Or you got the nice yellow trim on the World Warrior. I might do it for that. So there's a lot of possibilities. And I think it'd be really cool to make that then like a Sega beat 'em up cab, because with the Pi, you can do so much more to that you can add and add and add and add games, right? You can do so much to that. So guys, let's go. We're getting hyped. We're getting hyped and excited here, guys. Provolone Joe, damn, where you been at, kid? The Cena heel turn is one of the most talked about events in the last 4 days. I know people are talking about it, but I was like, Like, I will say this for John Cena. He's older. At least his body is in like peak condition for being an older gentleman, just like The Rock, right? So it's more believable. It's not like Ric Flair's out there at like 105. And you're trying to make that believable that he's whooping ass and taking names on like guys like Batista who are completely ripped and jacked in their 20s, right? Well, Batista's not in his 20s anymore, but so at least there's that. But it's like I do like the direction that WWE is headed in now. With Triple H and the cast of characters running the show there. It's just you can swear. There's blood. Like that's what wrestling is. It's not a PG product. It's not. So it's for 18 and above. You know what I'm saying? So I do like the direction it's headed. It's like it just didn't do much for me. I don't know. It's hard. You compete against the golden age of wrestling when I used to watch it back in 1998 to 2002. Right? It's hard to compete with when you had the Rocks, the Austins, the Kanes, the Undertakers, the Triple H's. I mean, even Rikishi being a badass heel, Triple H being a heel in his prime, it's just different now. I know Roman Reigns is doing this thing, and that's cool. He finally came around and made some noise. And look at this. This is turning into a wrestling podcast now. I can't believe it, but I can believe Julio Hernandez is in the house. He says, Danny, I was barely going to say the Cornercade is looking like it needs some double dragon right about now. Yes, that's definitely coming to the Cornercade, guys. We got it saved up. We're ready to make some moves. I feel like I'm a general manager here, and I shed off some salary. I shed off some expensive players that are past their prime. And I'm moving in. We still got 2 more cabs that I would like to move off of. If you see behind me, guys, real quick, you can see that there's 2 Mortal Kombats in this row. I got a Golden Tee that I don't need anymore. So at least the Mortal Kombat and Golden Tee can kind of move the drill off that. 400 apiece is what we're looking for. That's fair. And we'll kind of go from there because, we're moving out with the deluxes and we're moving in with the XL. So it's going to be a big, big thing, much like this guy. Joe K, thank you so much for not only stopping by, being here. I know you already gave the video a like, and you better put a comment down below, baby. But thank you for the $10 super chat. 90.99 coming in hot. Daniel fist bump. Thank you so much, man, for always supporting me and being there for me. I absolutely love it. Speaking of things they want to bring in the CornerCade, real quick. Do you see? So we got the Let's Go sign. I absolutely love that, right? Like it fits perfectly. It was very affordable from Hobby Lobby. Absolutely love it. But if you look over here, there's nothing here, guys. So I was thinking about putting an LED sign there, right? But then my boy T Prez showed me these like sports ticketers, and you could put like trivia on there, anything. I put the CornerCade logo on there, anything, right? And I'm like, oh, I gotta have that. Like that looks completely dope. So we might put a sports ticketer there, which would be absolutely awesome. It would fit perfectly. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Don't want to promise anything yet. For those of you that are channel members, you've kind of seen that we've reinvigorated the arcade room, guys. So we, as far as artwork is concerned, we got more coming in. We got a Pac-Man skateboard up there. We got some cool stuff. Go be a channel member, 99 cents a month to join, and you can see all that cool stuff, guys. Believe it or not, I don't know what other channels do. We tend to put like a lot of any type of community post is generally geared towards channel members. So I won't really do videos for channel members. It's hard enough to do videos just for the masses, right? You know, the full-time dad, full-time husband, right? But I will put any pictures like this one that I'm sharing tonight. You guys that are channel members already got that stuff. So any behind the scenes stuff you're gonna get from the CornerCade. So all right, let's get back to this guy because there's something else I want to show you guys. He also sent me this. So remember the Killer Instinct mod? We didn't have this over the control panel. It's kind of plain a little bit, but we're gonna have the attack, jump, magic, player 1, 2, start, all that jazz. Golden Axe logo. Yes, like this is gonna be so freaking dope, guys. I'm telling you. You're going to want to do this. And I'm also going to tell you down the road, guys, this will be for sale. So I just want to let you know that if anybody's watching a channel that lives in Wisconsin, this is going to be for sale once we tend to evolve and do the XXL mod. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get an XXL in the building to then give measurements to Joe Zabos before we started all of this project. So I know, guys, you guys talked about, we talked about on this channel, WrestleMania. Unfortunately, like WrestleMania is just it's in the loop right now. We don't know what's going on with that. I haven't heard back from Ezekiel. I know he's spent some time away from the community. There's just a lot of stuff that he's got going on and then doesn't like from the community. So I haven't heard back from him, but hopefully we'll see maybe in the future. Maybe one of our Mortal Kombats will be a WrestleMania, but right now the Golden Axe is locked in because I have everything here ready for that and ready to let that roll. Again, the Street Fighter will be there, right there. That's going to be a Golden Axe. So we got a lot of cool stuff still coming. That'll be a really fun video. I know that you guys really loved and enjoyed the Killer Instinct. This will be better than the KI. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's gonna be better than the KI knocked your socks off. So the KI, there was a little bit more that we had to do. This shell is identical to what's going to be happening with the Golden Axe. So a lot of cool stuff. Galga guy, are you still doing the Star Wars trilogy 3/4 scale? Great question. This is a great question because we talk so much about so many mods in this channel, and mods were really going to lead the way. And I would have said I do want to say that the Miss Pac-Man, that deluxe vault edition, would have been here by now if we were still doing the deluxe thing. But once the nuke was dropped on the home arcade community, as far as hey, the XXL, the XL revolution, like right when we saw what John D and Iconic Arcade was doing, it really did halt all plans. I said, whoa, we need to direct all attention to this because you're you're dealing with like old product now because this is just gonna be so much better. And then once I made my first real purchase of an XL NBA Jam, Shaq Jam, I brought it in the CornerCade. It was better. The form factor was better. It was taller. The screen was taller. The screen was bigger. Like it just is better. And I fought so long to just keep the deluxes and to just I was fine with it. And they are fine. Don't get me wrong. But something like even like this Dynamo here, it's almost more comfortable if I get a chair and sit down in front and play it. The XXL, I don't have to do that at all. Like, now we have the Golden Tee Midway. I love playing Sinistar on that, but I wish, obviously the games lineup's just a big multi-mashcade, right? But they are better. I will say that. And I fought so hard against it because, the deluxes, you can fit more games in your arcade. Well, with this new Pi XXL, it doesn't matter because, I'm going to fit like, maybe 4 to 6 less cabinets in here, right? But they're going to have so many more games because on a Pi, like I could say, I could get the Golden Axe, right? And I could put every Sega beat 'em up on there, right? And just make it a Sega beat 'em up cabinet, right? Now I could do the same, with the Street Fighter. You put every Street Fighter fighting game on here, Darkstalkers, you name it, right? Red Earth, all that jazz, right? Like you could literally just make a fighting a fighting Capcom cab, right? So you can fit more games. You'll just have less arcades, and that's okay, because you're gonna get more. You'll still have the atmosphere. It's what I fight for all the time. For those of you that don't have a family or whatever the case may be, I mean, like you could put the case of just having one arcade, a multi-cade, right? But when I got, my little guy on one, I got my daughter on another, we have our son on another cam, my wife, me, like there's a lot of people here, right? Like we got to spread out the love, so we can't just have one or two arcades. There'd be way too much fighting. There'd be way too much of that. So it's almost like you have to have a room full of them just to spread the love and have everybody enjoy arcades, especially when people come around too, because we have, my wife's side is a huge family. So when they come over, they actually love playing these. So yeah, we'll see what's going on there. Shinobi Gaming, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. What happened to the Double Dragon Iconic Arcade that looked pretty cool? Well, it's still supposed to be coming. I mean, we haven't heard anything from, John D or anything, but anybody from Media One Up, or really Iconic Arcade themselves. But that was rumored, and it looks like it's going to happen at that ARC event, and that should be at the end of the month, of this month, and then we'll see what happens if it gets, officially released. But I'm all in on that. I've already stated that that's a day one buy. It's a new game. It's better form factor. It's a new, the marquee, the title. You got to get it, right? And this goes the same for anything. Anything new that's coming out, must buy. We've been so thrived from new titles. It's unreal, guys. I mean, you guys know it. You've been through the same thing I've been through. I haven't been this excited since Time Crisis, literally. Since Time Crisis. Gamer Fridge said, "Did you see Retromania is getting a new DLC? That's pretty cool because I'm a big fan of that game. What are they getting more wrestlers? What's going on? What's going on?" Oh, look, Joe Cade's been waiting over a year for that. Let's go. So they just posted a video. Look at that. So there you go. Go check it out. What? He said yes or no, Danny. What do you mean? What do you mean yes or no, Danny? What was that to the Retromania? Julio Hernandez, can't wait for this mod to be complete. Golden Axe is going to look fire. Yes, I'm telling you guys, it's going to look fire. I got the best of the best in the house doing it. Now, I know there's a lot of companies, and I know you got to wait for Joe, right? Joe Zabos takes a long time, but he is the best. I mean, you guys got to understand, arcade, these like home arcades, Arcade1up, Iconic Arcade now going in the future. That's like Joe's like pet project, right? He does this stuff for real commercial machines. Okay. I watch a couple of channels that do like restoration and they go through Zabos like on their real machines. This is real machine quality. This isn't like, we're just sliding a piece of paper in and calling it a day. Like this is real hardcore stuff that will survive in real arcades. Like this is real stuff. Acrylic. It's printed great. I love it. What's going on, CornerCade crew? Cat Dad Arcade is in the house. Thank you so much for stopping by. Julio Hernandez from What the Cavs that remain in the CornerCade. What Cavs you keeping that will never sell no matter what? Right now is as far as like deluxe goes, look, because I like to make eye contact here, but Time Crisis, Big Buck Hunter Pro, I took off, and Fast and Furious, my kids absolutely love that, and those still have like the height that that kind of blend in with some of the XLs. I think after it's all said and done, I hope they come out with shooters and racers in XXL form factor. But I think Time Crisis for right now will stay. I might raise it up a couple inches and then put a 19-inch monitor in it so it kind of goes with everything else. But I don't want to get rid of Time Crisis. That's when I don't want it. Anything else is up for grabs because of the possibilities you can do with a Pi 5. There's so much that you can do. I mean, I could literally take one of the Dynamo cabs. I know Dynamo's kind of like repetitive. John D's going to have to come out with another form factor for sure. But I take a dynamo cab, right? You could put Children of the Atom that we have behind me. I could put that in the dynamo cab and it would look great. And you could put like some like the sticker artwork so it looks like it's like just like it's a pet project. Like it was just kind of put in there. It wasn't a dedicated cab at all. And I think that would look awesome, right? And then that a diamond plate on there too, because that's what the Alpha 2 has. There's a lot of mod possibilities, guys. The modding will not stop as far as the CornerCade goes, because there's a lot of things in here that me and my wife want to do and put on paper and actually showcase for you guys that companies may or may not come out with, right? So again, it's all about once I get one of those in the house here at the CornerCade, I'll be able to get dimensions for all that. Hit up Joe Sabo, see where that goes, and fingers crossed we can get that shot right back right away, and we don't have to wait kind of 6 months. I know he's kind of got some help going back there on his end, because he's going to be taking on a big project, guys. For those of you that are ordering Glenn's FU cab, I mean, he's one of the guys that's going to be making artwork for it, if not the guy, right? So he's going to have to be pumping these things out. This can't be a 6-month turnaround time. Can't do that, right? Can't do that. Let's see. Rebs, what's going on, man? Hey, CornerCade came late to the party and the whole thing. What happened last night with James Hates Everything? Can you explain? We will touch on that in a little bit later. I promise you that. A lot of litigation, and that's where, honestly, I would love to bring my boy James on. I don't even know if he's taking a nap or whatnot. I haven't heard from him in a couple hours here. But okay, here, I'll just bring confirmation. Sorry, watching president's speech with the wifey. So that's what he's doing right now. The president's talking about what? And we've been, is he getting five? Is he putting $5,000 in each of our pockets? Because that's really all I care about. I don't care what happens in anything else. Just put some money back in our pockets. Put our money back in our pockets, right? That'd be kind of helpful. But apparently the president's on it. I don't know about that. But Adam, I do know that Adam is in the building saying, Danny's back, baby. That's right. Let's go, baby. We got 40 people in the house. If you guys could, little reminder, give this video a like, please, and comment down below. The engagement is what we need to help continue the channel to grow. Thank you so much for your participation, guys. But as far as the modding goes, I'm going to be excited. And it's going to be really cool to see. So like, so I broke this linkage, right? Like a couple weeks ago, we did a video on it. Hey guys, if you go to our CornerCade's website, you can't click on the cabs. It's not going to redirect you to the VM Innovations website. Something's broken there, and they haven't fixed it yet, which is very interesting. Very interesting because you think that would have been fixed by now, because that's a lot of pre-orders just kind of sitting in loom. I guess that kind of brings into the whole litigation talk, right? Let's go. Mike Cocker's in the building playing Wreckfest and listening along. WrestleFest or Wreckfest? Let me know, Mike. Yeet. Let's go, baby. Yeet. It's day one, Oos. I'll tell you, Jay Uso gets the crowd going. They're all doing their party thing. That's hilarious. Okay, so yeah, so lots of modding. We're still gonna be doing that. I do probably want to bring both cabinets to the arcade and then mod one, both of those Street Fighter cabinets. But it's gonna be interesting to see after these pre-orders of these first two Street Fighters what he does next. Is it gonna be a Final Fight skin? Is it gonna be a Third Strike skin? What's gonna happen with that? Because John D mentioned that he's only gonna be doing certain runs and certain numbers of cabinets. So excuse me, that will be interesting. Let me take a sip here. I got half an Ernie right now. I got half an Ernie, guys. All right. So Jay got a little bit of advice. He says, my guess is pre-orders were halted because impending tariffs. I like that. Thor KC, thank you for being here. Let's go. Mike Cocker shedding a little light here. Wreckfest. You need to pick up Wreckfest 2 launching this year. Best racing game out there. Is that kind of like oh god, what was that with that game back in the day? God, with the ice cream truck and the clown. Twisted Metal. Is it like Twisted Metal? Is that kind of like, it's like the PG version of that? Okay, here we go. B Kirby, it's not broken. Your first real cab coming out this year, and your website is broken. Come on now. So what's going on? All right, let's head over there for ourselves. So let me do this. Let me type in. Okay, let's float over there to kind of, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, which okay, that's okay. We're here to help educate. That's all we're doing here. So let's go over to Iconic Arcade's website together And let's do a little bit of this. Let's make this bigger. Let me go up here. And we like to do this circle stuff because it looks fancy. All right, here we go. We're back, baby. All right. Let's float over there. So where do we go from here? Okay, so this is Iconic Arcade's website, right? Click on the US region. Now, look at this. Beautiful. Big, beautiful cabinets, right? Let's scroll down here if my mouse will work. All right, so we're at these two cabinets. Now, normally you'd be able to click on one. Okay, I want to order Alpha 2, right? Well, I click on it, nothing happens, right? So this is where this whole discussion came from. This is where it all started as, there was rumors going around that there's impending, CNDs or whatever, cease and desists that were sent out by Arcade1up. I don't know any of that stuff, guys. You can make your assumptions. We haven't seen proof of that. You should be able to access those court documents, right? It should be like a public thing, I would believe. I don't know. Haven't seen any proof of that. So the people that did say that, I mean, that and 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, right? There's nothing there. So now if you do this, guys, if we go over to VMI Innovations website here, you can pre-order it. And so the pre-order button is ready to go. So if, and I talked about this with my wife. My wife is a very smart individual. Let's see. Let me move me. So just so. Okay, come on now. So I talked to my wife about this, right? There we go. Maybe make me a little smaller. And she said, look, and the biggest thing we both agreed on, right? Look at this. I got the Street Fighter shirt on with the Street Fighter cap. I mean, this is just a match made in heaven, right? She said, listen, if there was a cease and desist, guys, right? This shit would be off the website. This would not be available for pre-order. I'm going to tell you one thing. I'll tell you another too, is that Double Dragon would not be rumored. That shit would have been shut down as well. Like, you're not just like dicking around and playing with, what I'm saying? So that's where I think, and we still got the poll going, guys. If you want to vote in the poll, do you think that this is real or not? And it kind of shifted. Do you think there's an actual Arcade1up cease and desist for Iconic Arcade? 53% yes, 47% no. And I'll just throw it out there. That's just me, right? Now, I know John D stated that, hey, these are like Arcade1ups. They're built like Arcade1ups, using the same factors Arcade1ups, right? I mean, it's a factor that makes an arcade, right? So where's the cease and desist for Iconic Arcade's other products? Where's the cease and desist for AtGames? Where's the cease and desist for any other company that makes home arcade products, right? You can't just monopolize yourself and be the only company that makes arcades. I'm sorry, that's just not how that works. There's not one hamburger joint in the world, right? It's at McDonald's. There's still Burger King. You got Five Guys, right? Same kind of concept here, right? Might be a little bit different, but same kind of concept, right? At least that's me. There's no legal device here. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that, but okay, here we go. My cock hurts. Okay, I'm gonna have to move myself here. Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Let me move myself back up here. Hold on. Why is my... There we go. Boom. Trump signed an executive order saying no more games with 3 buttons. Also confusing. Yes. Thank you, Mike. Oh, Big Vicious is back, baby. Let's go. Cease and desist my nuts, man. Anyone can create cookie cutter cabs. That's what I'm saying. Now, that's just my 2 cents, guys. I want to get yours as well. But when I first heard of that, I was like, oh, man. This is bad. This sucks. I just sold half my arcade. But then I'm like, hold on. Let's calm down. James got into it. Like, he got into it so much on his channel the other night that I was like nodding off like a newborn, right? Trying to keep his head up. And I'm sure a lot of you were. Interesting stuff, but like, what does it all mean, right? And we're not going to know until, the weeks and the months. I mean, this is supposed to come out in June, a couple months away here. I think it's still going to happen. I think everybody just take a deep breath. There's no proof that there's a cease and desist as of yet. Now, there could be down the road. Who knows? But as of right now, live at 9:07 p.m. Central Time, March the 4th, guys, there's nothing. Right? There's no indication of that. And I do think it's kind of weird that I did reach out to, guys. I did reach out to Adam from Media 1UP. He just said he couldn't comment at this time, but that's not like I'm worried, one would think that maybe you would just say no, right? But There was nothing really there. There's nothing. It's a nothing. What they call it, a nothing burger, right? With a side of fries. Like there's nothing there right now. So, for you guys that were possibly worried, I mean, I'm still gonna put in a pre-order. I'm still gonna put in a pre-order. Like, are you guys worried? I don't see anything truly being there. Jay said, James hates everything. Did an epic knowledge drop that told me even that if this is a fake cease and desist did exist, it wouldn't hold up legally. Yeah, there's a lot of little nuances that maybe Arcade1up did send something over there, but it's not going to hold up. It's not going to hold up. I think this might be their last ditch effort to say, "Hey guys, we're still relevant. We still got money." But the way things are I gotta, from my 2 cents, right? Arcade1up is a subsidiary to Lenovo. Am I correct? Lenovo would bend Arcade1up over, and that would be it, right? Like, you gotta be kidding me, Arcade1up. Like, you can barely keep your head above water. You think you're gonna take on Lenovo? Are you out of your mind? Like, I thought you lost it with the Slim Katie designs. Playoffs? You talk about playoffs? Like, that's literally what I'm thinking right now. Like, that's too funny. Good luck, Chuck, with Lenovo, because you got to be kidding me, kid. Like, so who knows, right? Who knows? But it's just my 2 cents, right? Again, not any legal advice whatsoever. This is just for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, Vic Vicious. If my Street Fighter 2 pre-order doesn't go through, John D, I'm coming for you. I think it will. I think it will, guys. I don't think there's a lot. I don't think you should be worried. Um, I don't think you should worry. Let's see. Thor KC, next New Wave Toys replica gets revealed this week. Just when I thought my wallet was safe. Ooh, okay. So we got the Golden Tee and we got the Crystal Castles still waiting, right? Now, I will say this. I am very interested in getting a New Wave Toys for my desk. I could possibly do 2. That would be fucking awesome. To not only have your office, your desk in the arcade, but then they have these little toy replicas would be super, super cool. So I'm definitely interested. I'm not interested in that price point, guys. You got to get in when it's like early because it's $200 for the Crystal Castles. I'm like, ugh. That's hard. That's a tough pill to swallow. So we'll see. Oh, James is awake. James is awake. Let's fucking go, dude. He's back, baby. James says it may be real, it may be fake. We don't have enough info. It could have been brought for many different reasons. Until we for sure know there is one that is in it, he's just guessing. So there you go. There you go. No, it's not Adam from One Up. It's Media One Up. Adam from Media. Adam Calab. Is it Kalb? Adam Kalb, I believe. You guys seen him? He's been on poking his head in the chat before. So, um, James says everything says given Rexer has had info in the past, I would say it's more likely than not a cease and desist was sent. It's at least one out's way to try to stop the competition. And that's kind of what we just said, guys. So, it could be their last ditch effort to say, "Oh, well, let's try this and see if it works." Because if we can stop them, Arcade1up is kind of it is bozo the word to use for Arcade1up, right? Wouldn't you want competition? Like, really? Like, wouldn't that help make you better? Like one would think, right? Like in the NFL, the Bears don't file a cease and desist against the Packers. No, we're gonna go out and beat your ass next week. Like, there's no fight. Like, Arcade1up is just a bunch of clowns. They're just a bunch of it. Just You should welcome competition. Competition is good for not only yourself but for the consumer as well. You're not just gonna be the only dog and trick pony show. I gotta be honest with you, Arcade1up. If you truly think that your Slim Katies are gonna be the only dog and pony show, literally everybody in the community and everyone elsewhere will just go and buy a pre-made cabinet from a guy like G.I. Joel, right? I'll go skin it with Joe Sabos and throw a Raspberry Pi in that sumbitch, right? It'll be factory cut with a CNC machine, and it'll be even better than what you're producing. So, like, it's just crazy. Like, that's not gonna be a thing, dude. There's only so many times a person can walk past your Pac-Man machine with year 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that you're in business and buy it. Even the casuals are done with Pac-Man. Like, I gotta be honest with you. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just the whole thing is just very weird. Let's see here. Get James on. He knows his stuff in and out. I mean, I sent James the link, so until I hear the chime, unless he loves his politics though. James, if the president is talking right now, James is gonna be in a whole nother state of mind. Alan, why put in a pre-order? Buy it from retail and you'll get a better protection. Not wrong. Not wrong. You know, I've been burned in the past from pre-orders. You guys saw that whole debacle with Golden Tee and X-Men 97, and I ended up having to buy both because my money was locked in. It was a whole bunch of Best Buy experience was poor to say the least. But yeah, it's good. It's a good point. You know, we don't know when it's gonna come to retail. Um, you know, I think when you pre-order it, it'll get shipped hopefully on time. You know, maybe they announce, you know, Iconic Arcade Media One Up announces, you know, maybe a couple weeks, a month before that, hey, we're gonna be also, you know, you're gonna be able to buy this cabinet at Best Buy, or maybe it's afterwards. You know, I want to get my hands on it right away. You know, we've all been waiting now. We'll be waiting 6 months until it comes out. So yeah. B Kirby, anyone can make arcades, but you can't design a cab the same way but bigger and use all the same manufacturers. I think something is going on and Lenovo doesn't win you a court case. No, but they have deeper pockets. So that's the thing with all this. Like a lot of people, you know, B Kirby, people that take people to court. At the end of the day, it's who's ever got the deeper pockets. So if Lenovo really wants this product to come out, it will come out. There's no doubt about it. Their lawyers and whoever they hire will definitely come up with something that's going to stop all this 110%. And they could just, and even if not, they can just keep going and going and going until Arcade1up runs out of money and they're done. That's usually how it goes. That's why the rich people in America always get away with it. You see this happen all the time. Wasn't Trump supposed to be in some kind of trouble and stuff? Rich people just keep going, can't stop them. The poor people lose, unfortunately. So it just that's how it works. That's America's judicial system. That's just my 2 cents. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an expert in the politics of the United States of America, but that's just how it goes, you know. And so there's really nothing more to it. There's nothing more, nothing less. You know, my Concords, at least we get new MK with a sweet widescreen, right? That's my one concern too. With Arcade1up supposed to be coming out with a an XL cab, right? Usually these contracts that they have, with certain stores, so the exclusivity with Costco should be like a 3-year deal, if not longer. We're going into year 3, by the way, of that, so there should at least be one more XL. I got big worries and big concerns that it's going to be a 16:9 mess of a mashup. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do have some concerns. I was hoping for an XL MK. That would fit beautifully in the arcade. It would fit beautifully with your arcade. Maybe you buy 2 and you mod another one. You got that midway form factor, right? I do have some concerns that because they came out with the peasant version of that, like the one without the included riser and all that, the Walmart exclusive $2.99 arcade, that might fulfill their negotiation with Midway as far as releasing a cab every year for them, and it will shift over to maybe a Miss Pac-Man XL, which again, no complaints there. That would be something I would love. But I think it's down to those two if Arcade1up comes out with an XL this year, which they should. And again, we will speculate and talk about that as that comes at the, I believe, end of October, September sometime is usually when these cabinets come out and hit Costco. I'm just hoping we get something. I mean, if I can put the Midway Golden Tee in the arcade for right now, I think I'll put anything that Arcade1up releases that's an XL. I only got 2 XLs, guys, so there's plenty of room for growth for the XL standpoint for sure. Gamer Fridge says we need to ask Tech Bugs where he got his info. Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. James, competition is good for consumers. It's bad for poorly run companies. Yes, and which Arcade1up is. I mean, guys, you got to look at it in the face. If anybody from Arcade1up is watching, it's okay to say, look, things didn't go our way. We might have made a lot of mistakes. There's a lot of misspent money in that company. A perfect example, guys, is renting out, Miami Dolphin Stadium and having a whole floor dedicated to Arcade1ups when you're targeting to maybe like 10, 20, 30,000 people that go to that game and that's it. And maybe a couple hundred past that booth. Most people aren't going to give a shit and they're going to keep walking. And you're paying 10, 12, 13, 14. You're paying millions, right? To have that designated area. Even in the off season, you're paying that money. when there's concerts and stuff going on? Do you think people are stopping by and playing the arcades when there's Taylor Swift concert going on? Kind of highly doubt it, right? So again, that's just another form of like mismanaged money. They did a lot of stuff like that that's put them in the position that they are now. They spent a lot. They went all in on Blitz, and that blew up in their face. They went all in on MVC2. The same thing happened. Again, they're in recovery mode, and it sucks for all of us because we want stuff, we want good stuff, and I know Arcade1up there were rumors that they wanted to come out with some products this year, last year, right, 2024. And a lot of the retailers said, you need to slow down. We got like 20 SKUs right now, times hundreds and hundreds of products. Our warehouse is full of these things. So you just need to slow your roll, Arcade1up. And that kind of put the freeze on them until they were able to sell through a lot of their old stuff. J-Rod, thank you so much for coming in. Let's go. See what we else got. We got Vic Vicious. Says, what retails will sell these calves? Didn't Don D say 2 calves won't be created again? Yeah, so we don't know. I mean, the next SKUs could be like just a final fight and a third strike. Like, let's just throw shit at the fan, right? And maybe those are sold at retail. Now, retail, I would assume that there would be, your Targets, your Best Buys, your Amazons. I know Spreetail would probably be number 1 on that list. So, you can look for that. And I'm really glad that Spreetail is, because they've always wanted this product. So that's really good. Like, Spreetail is going to be like the number 1 advocate of, not only home arcade, but, this new XXL product. They're really excited to have that. So that'll be one that'll hit their website at some point into the future here. All right, let's take a look at the poll real quick. Oh wow, this is literally, guys, this is neck and neck. I'm gonna go ahead and end it, but it is just coming through. Do you think Iconic Arcade actually has a cease and desist from Arcade1up? 51% yes, 48% no. That is incredible. That's incredible. That's kind of split down the middle. So again, I don't think they do. We haven't seen any evidence that they do. Maybe some comes out in the future. Who knows? I hope they don't. And if they do, I hope it goes away in court, because everybody, I'm telling you guys, everybody wants this product to come out. Not only Double Dragon, Street Fighter, but anything in the future. I mean, this is what we've been craving for. And I think it's kind of selfish for Arcade1up to say, no, you can't make cabinets. We're going to still give you the 4 Pac-Man titles that we release with a sprinkle of Golden Tee and Midway. That's just, it sucks, and it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair to every consumer out there, not just the hardcores, but the casuals as well. We want to buy this product, and if you're not going to make it, let somebody else make it then. If you don't want to make it, if you're just going to bend over to the retailer every time and not release stuff privately on your own website, even though you have a private warehouse to sell this stuff out of, if you're not going to do that, then let somebody else make it. Like a get up or get out the way kind of thing. You can't just hog this and sit on it and not make anything. That's not fair to yourselves. That's not fair to the consumers. And you can't look yourself and sleep at night every day putting out that crappy Peasantcade Mortal Kombat and say that that's doing the consumer a service by making it $2.99 and making it absolute crap. Like that, you can't look yourself, Cyrus. You cannot go to bed every night saying that's your best effort. Something that we actually fucking want, like, because that's just garbage. It's a hot mess of a garbage show. And I understand trying to get a product to $2.99, but that you're taking so many cutbacks. It ain't even worth it at that point. No lit marquee, a 16:9 playfield, which when you put the bezels on, according to Mike B, it's like 13.8 inches or something. Are you kidding me? That's like putting like a ROG Ally in there. Like, what? And then you got no coin door. You got no lit coin door. You got no light up buttons if you even wanted them. You got no riser. It's just a hot mess. You got the wrong side art. The whole thing is crap. I don't get it. That is not where Arcade1up's gonna die. You can't like say like this is our best effort and now we're out of here. See you later. Like, that has got to be like your bottom tier just intro. Hey guys, don't worry about that. We got deluxe lines, we got XL lines. I mean, the why even try at this point? If that's the best you're gonna show up, just close up shop and get everybody out of there. Like, give everybody a severance package and be on their way and keep the drill moving, right? Like, that you cannot possibly sit at that round table at the headquarters of Arcade1up and be like, yes, we nailed it with this digital Mortal Kombat junk. Like, that's horrible. There's not one person ever that wanted that, needs that, or has said, yes, this is the direction that we want you to go. Chris, I'll give one up customer service credit. I bought an open box blitz a week ago for $150 from Best Buy. And one up sent me a new end panel, uh, monetary switch, and a deck protector for free. Let's go. That's positive stuff. That's stuff we like to hear. That's awesome. Let's go. We'll take that. Um, that's cool. I'm sure you're enjoying that, Chris. That was one of the ones that was on the chopping block, and we unfortunately had to sell. Didn't want to get rid of that. Can you imagine like a Blitz XXL? I'm telling you, the XXL form factor is just so much better. Not being able to see, not being able to see over the arcade, it just brings it that much more realistic to a real arcade, right? Like that's where it's at. B Kirby says, I know we say Arcade1up is poorly run. Has anyone seen their books? Can anyone truly verify that they're broke? Or is that just what we assume and our opinions are the truth? They're just opinions. Um, there is a lot. I mean, James can speak on this because he gets into the books. Again, I love talking about the new games, the new form factors, and talking about retro arcades. Like that's where it's at. I don't, but from what I've heard, everything from what I've heard, I think this is like Cyrus took a loan from his parents to just kind of, for those of you that Cyrus is pretty much like, third in command, third or fourth in command at Arcade1up. So it is just bad over there, right? I mean, they can't get into retailers because the retailers like, your product's not really selling that great. Just hold on. Let's kind of clear this stuff out. It's been a lot of rumblings, a lot of cutbacks. I mean, and my wife said it brilliantly off camera to me. She said, when you get rid of your president and CEO and stuff, you're toast. Like that's what they do at every major company. The top of the lines go. You're trying to save as much money as you can. John Dean, a 6-figure salary. You got to hit the road, champ. Scott Backrack, your 6-figure salary. Get out of here. Like we got to save money. So that's like the first round of cuts that are made. So anytime a company is doing that, they're not just getting rid of people just to get rid of them. They're getting rid of those people so they can put people like Cyrus in that'll take $50,000 a year or whatever the case may be. Take significantly less money to kind of get somebody in that position so they can keep the company going, right? There's been a lot of cutbacks as far as their products, and we're seeing that. We're seeing that as things come out. Nothing new is coming out. They're sticking with the same 3 now. It's Raw Thrills. So if you go to their website, they got Raw Thrills, they got Bandai Namco, Midway, and then Incredible Technologies and Golden Tee. So there's really nothing that is going on as far as Arcade1up goes, but we got some breaking news. Let's go, Mike Cockhurst. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Breaking. This is Home Arcade breaking news live with Danny from the CornerCade. New Wave Toys will announce next cab this Thursday, live at 9 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube. We having a watch party? You damn right. Book it. Let's do this, guys. So now you say this Thursday. Shit, that's 2 days from now. Holy cow. We're going to do it. We'll have a watch party just like we did with the iconic breaking news, right? That was fun. We'll have a watch party here and we'll watch together. We'll watch together. That'll be fun. Great idea, Mike Hawkins. Let's go, Thumper Squid. That's right. Breaking news, baby. I absolutely love it. Cyrus's role with the company has really increased. He now not only feels the office cats, but also walking the dogs at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. That's funny. Yeah, I just don't. It's like a lot of disconnect with all of us in the community and stuff, and it's just it's a whole different company, and it's not what anybody wants. I have no idea what they're doing, and I don't think they do either, to be quite honest with you. And it's going to lead eventually to their demise, and then just kind of trickling out. And maybe they make smaller things going forward. Maybe they turn into like My Arcade, and they're making like little plasticky things you can get from Walgreens or something, right? Who knows? Who knows, right? Who knows? Okay, so That's when I think about the cease and desist. I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's a thing. But if it is, we'll cover it a little bit on the show. Hopefully it's not, guys. I want XXLs. I just gutted half the arcade and I missed out on the Pac-Man deal, which I don't know what Arcade1up's going to be doing in the future. Like, the deluxes are done now. So are we just going full slim versions or what? Like, we haven't heard of anything coming out this year. I mean, you got the claw machine. That's it. This is rough. This is rough stuff, guys. So that's why we're hoping that the XXL is still a thing, still steadfast, is still ready to go, because it's going to be so important that that becomes a success, because it's going to blow up. Everybody's going to want it. Everybody's going to need it, because as you continue to trickle down, so when you get new title, new title, new title, new title, the people with the deluxes in the arcade want to be like, you guys do anything or what? Like, I'm just going to go over here now because they got new titles and stuff. And then you're eventually going to sell off your deluxes because it's going to look really weird. With, I get arcades are different form factors, but trust me, when you get a couple of XLs and deluxes, it's the best one is going to be, like, I have it right now with the, you can't see the Midway Golden Tee next to the Street Fighter, but that's like the best comparison. But they're really skinny, guys. I mean, it just looks weird. It just looks weird. Goofy says, breaking news, another unfulfilled pre-order. Let's go, New Wave Toys. Yeah, they got like what? This will be like what, 3 that are out there. So hopefully there's no more delays. But we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll watch along and have some fun. I love, absolutely love what New Wave Toys is doing with their little arcades. The attention to detail, it's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, you look at their stools, they got like the stressed wear, stitching. It's top notch. And I'm going to be very excited that one day I will get one of their products. I will buy one of their products. I would have bought like the Street Fighter Dynamo one, but once they sell out, they're done, guys. They're not making another one. So it's kind of hard to get into this unless you get in right away on the pre-order. I don't want a Zoltar. Like, Zoltars would be cool if I got it sent to me for the purpose of review. Would totally get hyped about it and review and stuff, but I'm not gonna buy that. I'm not gonna buy the Zoltar. If I'm gonna buy one, maybe one or two. Crystal Castles really got my eye. That looks really dope. um but uh but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they've released so many cool ones. I know way back in the day when we first started out here, Jason Little Alien, such a mensch as always. He said he did a giveaway for us, right? And it was a New Wave Toys Missile Command. I'll never forget it. And I'm like, Jason, I actually really want that. Can I just buy it from you? Like, it was available on Amazon. You can't get these things anywhere. The only thing you can get right now is the Zoltar, and that's it. That's absolutely it. So that's not what I'm really interested in. It's cool, but I want to see what they're gonna come out with. We'll have some fun, just like we're having fun right now. Yo, Meatball Saucy, what a mensch in the community. Guys, I just wanted you to know, I have a shit ton of friends in the background, guys, and Meatball Saucy is one of them. I can't believe he actually stopped by and not only super chatted to support the show. Thank you so much, man, for the $5 super chat. Look, you can't say I never supported you, right? Meatball always gives me shit. He's like, Danny, I love you as a person. You're a cool guy, but your content stinks. I'll never watch you. And I was like, that's fine. I'm not for everybody, right? But I can't believe you stopped by tonight. It must be really slow tonight that you stopped by. I just want to say thank you to publicly to Meatball Saucy behind the. If it wasn't for Meatball, I would not be in VR. So I completely, I appreciate you for all that you've done for me, my family. We have so much fun. It's an incredible time. VR walkabout mini golf is so much fun, guys. I mean, we literally play it every night. It's awesome. But thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. And Paul Mindevin, here the veterans are rolling in. He said somebody called me to the computer because I was talking about XXLs. Paul, we're always talking XXLs here. Okay. All the time, no matter what, we will always bring it up in any type of show that we do. It'll be about XXLs. And we've been talking a lot about that tonight. Mike Cocker says, I have a Golden Tee / Crystal Castles and the unplayable Black Hole on pre-order. I forgot about the Black Hole. That's right. So this will be the 4th kind of pre-order here that we've not had any product in the hands. They are into me for at least $1,000 at this point. God, this is crazy. So you got the Golden Tee trackball one too, right? God, that's nuts, Mike. That's crazy. So, Mike, you must have a lot of their product. I'll never, it was funny because when they had their open box sale, I was gonna buy the Qbert, 100%, guys. And I was thinking. James apparently bought everything, right? He bought it all, and they were all like brand new. I was like, you some bitch. Like, because I was concerned that they'd be broken. I was like, I don't want to spend $70 on a broken thing, right? And it was like $70 per cab, and they were all perfect. And James bought them all. I was like, God damn it, I missed out on that. I just missed out on that. Thor KC, I only have a mini pin and crystal castles. Hopefully, I won't be broke when Golden T and the GR stick finally drop. Yeah. The Golden Tea is cool, but I've been there, done that with Golden Tea. Like, we've had Golden Tea. I got 2 Golden Teas in my arcade right now. I don't need a third one in a miniature form. I would really like to see the Crystal Castles, because that cab looks beautiful. Like New Wave Toys literally blows out of the water. I know we broke the news a long time ago with Glenn. We kind of got that confirmation that New Wave Toys is going to compete with companies like Arcade1up. There's another one. Arcade1up, we can send a cease and desist to New Wave Toys because they're making arcades. Come on now, stop it. So, they're coming out with, they want to come out with like an XXL or something like that. That would be insane. So we're still waiting on that. Hopefully something will matriculate here in the coming weeks, months, and years. Darren King, thank you so much for stopping by, man. This will be 3 years since I left Arcade1up. I don't even know the day I gave recognition notice. I think it was a different company back then. I will say that they talked to us more, and I think it was a different company. They listened and they kind of just closed that door, which I understand, but they're making, it's a lot of head scratchers that every time they come out with something, I'm literally just like, what in the world? Like, you got a couple playing the menu game at a hotel drunk with NBA Jam and Mortal Kombat. What is that? Like, what? Like, Julio's excited for the Switch 2. The King is back. Bow down. $1,000 PS5 Pro. Good for nothing. I will say this. My mini PC is down. Something happened with the power cable, I think. My buddy James is going to hook me up. He's going to help me out with that. If we can get that up and running, I will be doing gameplay streams. A little Alpha 2, Third Strike, Alpha 3. I want to play some games that are going to be on the Iconic Arcade, kind of have some fun with you guys. If my computer can handle it, and if the mini PC is working and up at that time. So we'll see what happens. I think we can do some cool, fun stuff with that. I also want to stream some pinball with you guys. Again, all pending internet. We've tried to do it before, and it's like Mr. Potato Head and Minecraft. It's all over the place. So yeah, I agree with you, Jason. Ricky does kind of look like that 1970s cop. Has anybody actually bought that? Like, that would be the 5th one then. Is that on pre-order too? Or is actually getting sent out? Mike got the controller for Golden Sea pre-ordered, and just got the cab for Crystal Castles. Yeah, Crystal Castles look dope. It looks dope. I will say that. Okay, so AtGames, guys, real quick, we'll brush up on AtGames here. And you guys can ask if there's any litigation talk you want to ask, or if there's any XXL talk. I know you guys are getting in here a little bit later. You can ask it. We can still stay chilling and chatting, rocking and rolling on this Tuesday night, baby. We ain't going nowhere. We got nothing going on. It's only 9:30. Let's do this. AtGames, guys. Now I have yet to purchase Black Rose and Party Zone. So if you guys in the chat can help me out, if you bought both of those, I would like to buy one of those. I don't need to buy both, but I'm kind of leaning towards Black Rose. If you guys can help me out in the chat, I only want to put the good tables on. Unfortunately, AtGames didn't have enough codes or whatever to give me one for review or whatever. So that's okay. We'll make do. So we'll only buy one, right? But I want to see. I want to see what's coming out here. So I'm kind of interested. On the 19th, there was a calendar that was released, and I should probably bring this up real quick. Let's see here. Let's go over to AtGames. Let's look at their March calendars. Got some stuff going on. So let's mute this. Let's do that. Let's do this. All right, let's share the screen a little bit here. All right, let's see. So we're gonna. I don't know if you guys caught this video at all. So let's take a look here. Okay, they came out with their. Oh, let's do this. There we go. Oh, look at that. It looks beautiful. This looks absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Okay, so here's the calendar. Let's just pause this real quick. So 19th, Zen Studios, guys. The 19th. What do we think it's going to be? What do we think it's going to be? This is a super duper release right here. Everything else, the Dr. Seuss, the flipper friends, all that jazz. But what do we think this is going to be? It's going to be a new table. Are there any guesses? Any guesses in the chat? Let me know. While waiting on that. Thor KC 100% says Black Rose over Party Zone all day. Thor KC, so that's good. So that's what I'll probably lean towards because that's what I was kind of hearing. I feel you. Thor KC says I feel you there, Danny. But myself, I don't have a golden tee in any form. I do have Golf Plus on the VR, which is awesome. But I think New Way Toys is going to make something worth getting with the GRS control panel on there. Yeah. So if you don't have it, of course. But I have it I have the Midway Golden Tee. I got the regular deluxe. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. But yeah, I'd be all down for like some Silver Strike or something, some bowling. That'd be dope. Thor says, "Party Zone is a drain, a monster with a lot of randomness. It can be fun and easily worth $5, but pretty frustrating. I don't want that. I don't want drain monsters. That pisses me off. Like Fishtails is like that kind of. Attack from Mars can kind of be like that when he keeps shooting in the alien and it just goes right down. It's like, come on, I didn't even have a chance to save it at all. Like, so that always upsets me. That always pisses me off. Mike Conquer says I have most of my tables in offline mode and still getting issues when the Wi-Fi is slow. Always getting a synchronized dating area at least once a week. I have not gotten any of that. Fingers crossed. But I keep mine online and ready to go at all times. So there's never any doubt of, I don't always have the updates. I always have the updates, which it's cool for the Jurassic Park fans like myself here. We're supposed to be getting the real Jurassic Park theme music. So I'm actually excited about that. So we'll see when that comes. It should be coming soon in an update. Jason said, worth the $5, but they have to clean up the sound. As far as Party Zone or Black Rose. And Primal Carnage, guys, I'm not a fan. Let's just leave it PG here. I'm not a fan of Primal Carnage. I don't like the DMD. I don't like the back box. I don't like the table. Now they're supposed to be releasing some of these Primal Carnages now in like different forms. So we'll see. Maybe the next one a little bit different, right? I just don't like it. It's not for me. I don't like it. That's just you don't have to like everything, right? Mike Cockard says, I got 3 new tables. Did not enjoy Primal Carnage. Thumbs up for the other 2. So yeah, and I haven't again. So maybe I'll lean towards Black Rose. We'll go ahead and get that one and have fun. It's so hard to like buy them all. It turns into a money pit, right? Like it's kind of hard to do that. So, and I get it's only $5, but it adds up at the end of the day. It adds up. So we'll lean towards that. We'll see kind of where we go from here. But as far as the 19th, and look at on the 27th, guys, it says Primal Carnage. Is that retro? This is why I need the bigger monitor. I need the 27-inch. So it looks like on the 27th of March here, they're going to come out with their second integration of Primal Carnage. And on the 19th, guys, I don't know, is that going to be like Star Wars? Is it going to be something else? Guys, I need some feedback here in the chat. What do you guys think it's going to be? Let me know. Let me know. Let me float on over here real quick. Okay. So if we go here, I still got the iconic arcade website up. What am I doing? Okay, so there is one thing too. Mike Cockard says Black Rose is a great table to leave running in attract mode. Enjoying the music. Looking forward to same for Jurassic Park. Yes. So that's what we're always wanting that come on now. It's Jurassic Park, right? So that'll be really cool to play. Thor almost bought. He says I nearly bought Primal Carnage. Just to have the same new shiny, but not hearing good reviews. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, listen, I'm not gonna sit there and say every table's great. I didn't do a review on that table. AtGames did send that to me, but I just never got around to doing the video yet. But there's going to be so many of these released that it's like, do I do a review on every pinball table? Like, I want to do the ones that are like the Williams, the big, heavy hitters, Arabian Nights, right? So those are medieval madness, right? Like those I get a little bit more excited for as far as Primal Rage and Primal Carnage. I don't know if I can get that excited about that, but I did play it. It's not for me, guys. And you might enjoy it. And you can't just take my word for it, or if other content creators are saying whatever. You got to play it for yourself at the end of the day and enjoy it. Because there were some cool. I do like the fact that it's just like a score chaser. Essentially, that's what you're doing. So that can kind of be fun if you're playing against somebody. You can see who's get the highest score. But yeah, it just wasn't for me. I just didn't like the table. I will tell you a table that I will like, and that'll be Killer Instinct and Battle Toads when that comes out. Trust me, you're gonna get a review out of that because we did the Sea of Thieves review, and trust me, we're gonna come hard and finish it with the Killer Instinct and Battle Toads reviews. Those are gonna be excited for. Come on, AtGames, where is it at? Where is it at? It should be any day now, from what I'm hearing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But Zen, I mean, could that be the 19th? I don't know. Could that be the 19th? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What comes out. So we're still waiting on Star Wars. We haven't gotten that, which stinks. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So that's that, guys. Let's bring me to full. Cover a little AtGames conversation. There's gonna be some sales too coming up. I think like $50 off their new 4K machine that's coming out at Sam's Club. But I think you got to do a couple loop-de-loops with that. I think it's a little bit confusing. So I don't know if that's I mean, is there anybody? I'm looking at the chat here. It's like all wrenches. Like this is insane. It's all moderators chatting. We'll take it. Or KC, let's go. Mike Cockers and Jason Little Alien. Now, I did want to share this real quick, guys. Jason, I got the links here, but if you want to share them, because you make them a little bit more pretty than I do. So over at Arcades Anonymous, right? Over on their Discord, they got a couple things going on. They got bracket fights, right? Well, they got one for the handhelds and one for the gaming systems. It's kind of like March Madness, right? But it's for brackets. Now we're gonna fill one out. We'll probably do it live next week, next show. We'll do it. And then we'll kind of throw ours in, but it's going to go for the whole month of March. So if one of my moderators, doesn't matter who, could put those links in the chat so anybody here watching can go fill one out for themselves, have a little fun for it, and you can kind of see who beats what. The system consoles are going to be a little bit more familiar than the handhelds for me. I will say this is pretty neat, but you should do arcades for one. That would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of fun, right? But make it like a monster, like 150 team bracket. And this guy James Nelson's coming in hot here. I like Party Zone too, but it's very hard. Well, I don't want a hard table. Not that I can say I won't be able to beat it, but it's just I get frustrated real quick when shit's just draining on you. It's very frustrating. I want to be able to play pinball and have a good game. I don't want to coin up, right? And then 30 seconds later, I'm gone. Yeah, so other James, who's talking to the other James, is saying what that other guy said, right? There we go. Thank you, Jason. Is that for both the brackets? Just let me know. Because I know there's two of them. There's the game system and there's the handheld. But I thought I'd throw that out there because they're doing some fun stuff for March Madness. It's something different, something fun. We got to get an arcade one, though, because that's where the heart and the soul lies for arcades. It's arcades on this channel. Let's go. Mike Hawker says Monster Bash still the family favorite to leave running in attract mode. Oh, yeah. Monster Bash, we're gonna make it till we last. Right? Is that the lyrics? No. Trust me, dude. Yes. I'm gonna tell you this much though. When KI comes out, Killer Instinct, that some bitch is gonna be on attract mode with the SSF kit, rocking this whole arcade mode. Like, are you kidding me? Killer Instinct. That's what I'm waiting for that at the moment. Right now, track modes, I actually, believe it or not, I love keeping it on. That was one. I do. And I like to keep it on Attack from Mars. But I really like to keep it on Space Shuttle Deluxe. It is so like, bow, bow, now, now. It's like mysterious. For those of you that own Space Shuttle Deluxe, you guys know what I'm talking about. The theme music to that, the attract mode music, is unreal. It's pretty cool. Thor KC says, as long as I exit the table when I'm not playing, I can handle playing Party Zone long enough and I can think I finally made the top 50 on the table and still might be there. It's always funny when I'm playing the games, I'm like, oh, dude, such a good score. Putting the DAD initials and the dad initials. So one day when my kids and go to play and go to challenge and they see dad on the leaderboard, it's like, okay, I gotta beat that score, right? And then I check the leaderboards. I'm nowhere. I'm not even in the top 100, let alone top 50. It's literally insane. Like the people that, the PGs and the Mad Ben Hans out there, the chaotic BPRs, the sixes out there, half a dozen. These guys are insane. They're literally insane. I have no idea. I'm playing my heart out on these goddamn tables, and I'm nowhere near it. And I'm just like, wow, I didn't realize how bad I was at pinball. It's fun. I will say that over and over again. It is fun, but you guys are redunculous. Redunculous. I will say that. Okay, so we got up with the chat, guys. Is there anything else you wanted from me as we hit that 1 hour and 16-minute mark? I gotta know where I need to be. I gotta know where I gotta be tonight. But does anybody have anything else? Just let me know. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here live, baby. Let's go. Oh, let's see here. All right, here we go. I'm terrible on the leaderboards. Was number one on tee off years ago on Core Max. What the hell are you talking about? What's a Core Max? What is what's a Core Max? Help me out. Oh my god. Should I say on that note we're ending it? Oh man. I guess to sum it up, guys, I really hope there's not a cease and desist. I think that would be really unfortunate, really disappointing for Home Arcade, the hobby, the enthusiasts, and everybody else that's watching. But I don't think it's a thing. I think it's a nothing burger, and fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. Tomorrow I'm going to be hanging some more marquees, kind of finishing this off. We got just a couple more, guys, and then this artwork is going to be complete as we gear up for hopefully what we would think XXLs are coming down the pipeline. Still keeping my eyes open for KI Pro and Pac-Man XL. And then obviously we got that Golden Tee mod coming down the pipeline. We're still gonna have fun with that, even though it's a deluxe. Most of you still have deluxes, so you're gonna still be able to implement and use the tools that we give you in the video to maybe possibly do it yourself. So we'll see. Okay, Core. Oh yes, now I have one of those. The Core Max is the AtGames console. It's that hockey puck thing. Yeah, I have one of those. I never really could get it to work. That was the other thing I tried streaming. I tried streaming this, and I couldn't get it to work. Like the controller wasn't working that I have with it. Chris, how you like the Pac-Man Plus Deluxe? Not much info on YouTube as it sold out pretty quick. Do you want me to do a review on it? I feel like I didn't do a review on it because it's just like Pac-Man has been so played here. I can show you guys. I can. Chrissy, let's take a look real quick. I will say, I mean, it looks pretty cool. Like the glow. It looks cool. Like it's fine. It's fine. I will say one critique though is that the control panel is very short. It's very short. So when you go to rest your hand, at least for me, I'm a big guy. You put your hand on it, it's like halfway off. So that I don't really like that too much. Oh, see it, Thorcade. See, I told you. So maybe I am. Maybe I do offer some pretty good advice here. Space Shuttle has kind of become my default attract mode table. Jurassic Park on the 4KP is the obvious, right? Like so. It's just calm and chill and cool. Goes dun dun dun. Dun. P Dubs has got some cease and desist info here. He says, "Dear Danny, this is in the water cooler. You are hereby requested to end the stream, not because we have any legal right to demand it, but we just want it to be over. The water cooler. Thank you. So you guys are watching from the cooler. I appreciate it. Let's go, baby. This was supposed to be the stream where I turn heel and I join forces with all of the channels that create hate content. So should I make the switch? Should I become a heel in the community and tell everybody to go F off? And this is gonna be a new channel. Just kidding. I'm too nice. I'm too happy. I love the games too much, right? I'm just kidding with you guys. I love having fun with you guys. Let's go. That's pretty much the drip there, Mike. That's pretty much the drip from P-Dubs, 100%. Well, it's either that you get off, you play a little walkabout golf, then you head to the bed with my wife, who gets a lot of nice quiet alone time without the kids, without me bugging her all the time, poking her, stuff like that. Thor. Thor, you are something else. Thor, let's go, baby. High Octane is back, Chris. See, you guys, if you want to see High Octane back, see, Chris, tell me you watch it. Wake up, chat. Like, if you want High Octane back, I want you to give me a hell yeah in the chat as we exit here because we need P-Dubs back at the CornerCade, causing some madness, getting our High Octane energy back for home arcade because we're back, baby. Hopefully, the cease and desist stuff is just a bunch of bologna sausage. I think it is, guys, at the end of the day. We'll see. We ran a poll on it. It was split 50-50. We'll know more each and every day that goes by to see if this was a bunch of nonsense or if this was the real deal Holyfield and where do we go from here? A lot of questions, but we'll see. We're living it day by day. Guys, Thursday we'll do a watch party for the New Wave Toys release. I think that'll be really fun. Maybe I get somebody to help host with me, a couple guys. I think that's always fun to see, get everybody's initial feedbacks, reactions, thoughts, and comments, and all that jazz. And then how Pete Up says it, leave your feedback, thoughts, reactions, comment. Let's go. MG is actually at the CornerCade. Holy hell! Pause. This is home arcade breaking news right now. I've never seen MG here. This is incredible. So I appreciate you coming in. This guy, for the guys who don't know, like behind the scenes stuff, MG is probably one of, if not the funniest motherfuckers in the home arcade community. Period. End of story. This guy literally makes me cry and pee my pants in Walkabout Golf. Like, he is too fucking funny, and he's a pretty good friend of mine behind the scenes. So, guys, I think on that note, I think we got to go. I mean, I'm being told to get off, probably so we can play golf. That's just what I'm. That's what I'm thinking here. So Thor KC says Danny CornerCade is John Cena of a home arcade. No matter we can't see you, homie. Am I really? I always thought it was like the Roman Reigns. I always thought it was the Roman Reigns because I'm a face, but I always get I'm a baby face, but I get booed all the time, right? I was like, that's we the ones, right? We the ones. You point up in the sky. Let's go. Acknowledge me, right? This is too much fun, guys. We'll be live in 2 days. Give me 2 days. We'll do the New Wave Toys watch party. I'll set that up. We'll have some fun. Great idea, guys in chat. Mike Hawkers, let's go. But yeah, that's it for me. That's it. Oh, here we go. Danny finally increases space to play VR in channel. Hashtag no Danny. So they maxed out at 8 already. Can you believe it? Is it already 8? Oh man, guys, let's go. So J Rod, I'm telling you, so he says he's looking for his first full size Arcade 2. Hopefully we get him coming, guys. I didn't just gut half the CornerCade. I mean, and trust me, that whole row would be gone too once we get the XL. So yes, Travis Scott. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, Travis Scott, it's like stage, right? You're not actually trying to hurt Cody Rhodes. So let's go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. We'll see you in 2 days, right? We'll see you in 2 days. We'll have some fun. We'll talk other stuff too. But that should be exciting. A little New Wave Toys action, and that's something that I love that product. But guys, you just whatever you do, right? Like go have fun with the Arcade Anonymous, the bracket challenge. That's pretty cool. And guys, hopefully, like I said, the cease and desist thing is a whole bunch of baloney nonsense, but we'll see. Taking it day by day as we always do. And guys, we'll see what happens. What comes out with AtGames? Am I gonna get hyped on the 19th, or is it gonna be another? Okay, whatever. Hopefully, I'm hyped, guys. I want to see Star Wars. I want to see some of the Williams tables come out, and I'm probably making a purchase on that Black Rose. So, guys. Leave your thoughts, comments, feedbacks, and reactions down below in this video. Of course, give this video a like on your way out. And as always, guys, this is Danny from the CornerCade, and we will see you in the next one.